واجعل إبصارك للتقوى عنوانا
من القسم الرابع وهو
the fourth category,
فضول النظر.
that it is to have an unrestrained gaze.
النظر
The gaze or the looking
أمره خطير.
is its issue is a dangerous matter.
فالشخص الذي يطلق نظره
So the individual that allows his gaze to be unrestrained,
كيفما اتفق على أي حال
okay, in any situation he allows it to be loose and unrestrained,
فإنه لا يأمن على نفسه
that this individual will not be able to protect himself,
أن يقع نظره على محرم,
that his gaze or his sight will fall on something that is forbidden,
فيقع في شهوة أو شبهة
so he may fall upon a temptation
تدمر عليه قلبه,
which will destroy his heart,
تمحق حسناته.
which will wipe away all of his good deeds.
ومع الأسف
And we find, unfortunately,
أن الشخص بنظره
that the individual with his eyesight or with his gaze,
إن رأيت خيرا
if you see good
بنظرك
with your eyesight,
فعليك أن تعين صاحبه,
that you should help the individual who owns the eyesight.
أما إن رأيت منكرا
If you see something evil,
فإنك إن لم تستطع إنكاره
if you cannot forbid this evil that you see in front of you,
فإنه يحسب عليك
then this evil
تحاسب عليه.
then you will be judged for it.
ولذلك الإنسان عندما يذهب إلى المسجد,
And for this reason, the individual who goes to the masjid,
لو كان شخصا يغض طرفه ونظره,
if he is an individual who lowers his gaze,
سلم من كثير.
he will be saved from a lot.
لكن
But
إن كان ينظر يمينا ويسارا
if he was an individual who looks to his left and to his right,
ويشاهد النساء والمتبرجات,
and if he was the individual who observes women and the women who are dressed immodestly,
فهذا حتى وإن كان ذاهبا للمسجد,
this individual, even if he is going to the masjid,
فإنه يكون مأزورا بسبب نظره على نظره محاسبا. نعم.
then he will be someone who is judged for his eyesight, even though he is going to the masjid, to the house of Allah.
ولذلك أمر النظر أمره خطير.
And for this reason, the issue of eyesight or your gaze is something which is very dangerous.
ولذلك على الإنسان أن يغض بصره.
And for this reason, the individual must lower his gaze.
لا ينظر إلا فيما أحله الله له.
He only observes that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made lawful for him.
فحذاري من النظر المحرم.
So be careful, my brothers, from the eye or from looking or observing that which is forbidden.
وأنتم أعانكم الله.
And you, my brothers, may Allah help you, may Allah help you.
فأنتم ترون منكرات عظيمة.
You see a lot of evil.
فنسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يعظم أجركم.
We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to magnify your reward.
فاعتصموا كتاب الله وسنة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم.
So hold on tightly to the book of Allah and the sunnah of our Prophet. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him.
وغضوا أبصاركم.
And lower your gaze.
ولا تهتموا بمن حولكم.
And do not be concerned with what is around you.
وعلى الإنسان
And the individual must
أن يعظم الله سبحانه وتعالى على كل أحد.
This individual must glorify Allah and magnify Allah above everything else.
يستشعر عظمة الله جل وعلا.
He must feel the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
فأنت إذا نظرت تذكر أن الله جل وعلا ينظر إليك.
So if you look, then remember that Allah is looking at you as well.
سواء بما ترونه
with what either with what you
في الطرقات
what you see or what you see on the streets
والأدهى والأمر
يعني الطيب
لا والمصيبة الأعظم
And the greater misery or the greater musibah here
الذي ينظر
is the individual who looks,
للمحرمات
that individual who looks at those things which are forbidden
من خلال الفضائيات.
through the satellite channels.
فهذه أنت لست مجبرا على مشاهدتها.
And these things you are not forced to look at them.
فربنا يحاسبك على هذه المشاهدة.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you and He will question you about this looking and this observing that you did.
فاحرص أخي في الله.
So be careful, my dear respected brother,
ألا تنظر إلا لما أحله الله.
that you only look and you only observe that which Allah has made lawful.